Hi, I'm Scott Adams.
I'm Chuck Liddell.
We're here to do our video series with Island Home Videos. I hope you like our techniques.
First technique I'm going to show is the swing single. It's my favorite technique for takedowns because I don't get stuck underneath someone. So I'm going to show it to you first here, just like that. So slowly it goes here. Step outside, plant here. I'm going to swing my arm, coming through. Pull it up. Here. Okay. There's a lot of different ways to finish. One way would be here. From here, just switch. And drop. So one more time with that one. Here. Here. Switch. Another way, I'll get stuck. He's coming here, he's going to sprawl. Turn, Scott. No, turn another way. From here, I'm going to keep circling this way. Now, if he pulls real hard forward, I'm just going to limp arm. Through. From here, circling. He's pulling real hard, trying to stop me. Limp arm through and behind. If he's not, if he's just kind of hanging on it, sitting here, I'll go back, I'll keep circling. I'm just going to lift it up. Now I'm back to here. So, from the top, if I'm here, here he sprawls. If he pulls hard, turn. If he pulls hard, I'm gonna limp arm through. He's cranking that. I can't seem to get my arm out. I'll just keep circling and pick it up. And let that go. One other one. We're gonna come here. He's sprawling. Turn this way. I'm here. Sometimes I get in a real bad position. He gets circles out in front of me. All I do is post here. Come through. And turn. So from here, so it starts turning. I just come through. Here. And turn. One more time. So from here, he's going to square up on me. Come in. Turn.
Okay, I'm going to show you a double leg that's more effective in mixed martial arts or no holds barred. Okay, because it protects your head as you shoot in. Okay, so if you're going to shoot towards his legs, I'm going to lower my hips. As I lower my hips, I keep my elbows in, and I'm going to shoot on the middle of his leg instead of the old outside double leg. Okay, as I shoot to the inside, okay, the only thing he can do is strike my spine or strike my back, which isn't very effective. Okay, and I'm only going to be down here for a split second. Okay, first thing I do, okay, is get my knees and my foundation under me, okay, and pop up. Okay, once I pop up, I'm going to bring my outside leg up, okay, I'm going to push and pull. I'm going to be pulling this leg and popping this one, okay, so it's a pushing and pulling motion. You really have to over-exaggerate this motion here, okay, okay, once he goes down, okay, I need to follow him, okay, run my legs towards his head. Okay, come to his side mount. Okay, once again. Lower my body. I'm shooting to the inside, which prevents him from doing a guillotine choke on me, prevents it from cross-facing me. Okay, it's protecting my neck, it's protecting my head and my chin from getting struck. Okay, so I lower my body down, lower my level down. Okay, keep my elbows parallel to the ground. Okay, shoot my head in. Okay, pop up. Okay, outside leg comes up. Push and pull. Okay, fall into the ground. Right like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you one time in full motion. Okay, that was the inside double leg takedown.
Next technique I'm going to go over is what we like to call a fat man double. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my hips again, change my level. Here. I'm changing here. Now I got my neck crouched in here. I'm going to bend over with my head here. Here. I'm going to step here. My hands come down here. My face is right. Forehead's coming right in his belly. So I'm going to come right here. It'll look like this. You're just gonna come here. You want to keep your neck in here. You don't want to get out this way. You don't want to get your head. He's gonna slap your head down here. So if I miss this, I'm just here. We're gonna be standing up. So I'm just gonna change my level, step in. And that's a fat man double.
Okay, the next technique I'm going to show is a low-level single leg, which is very effective, again, for mixed martial arts and no-holds-barred fighting. Because, again, I'm protecting my chin, I'm protecting my throat, okay? And this technique, okay, requires a lot of speed, okay, which I'm going to show you a drill after this technique so that you guys can practice your timing and your speed. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is lower my hips, lower my level, okay? As I lower my level, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take a short, choppy step, okay? As I penetrate, I'm going to hook his heel. So we're here, okay? I'm cupping the back of the heel. It's called a low-level single, okay, because I'm shooting below his knee, okay? I hook his knee here, I hook his heel here. This hand posts to the mat, okay? This is my trail leg. My trail leg comes up a little bit, okay? Holding his heel, okay? I keep my head up. Kind of think like there's a glass of water on your head, okay? So my head is up, okay? And I twist his knee this way, okay? Once again, lowering my hips, okay? Shooting below his knee, cupping the heel. My hand is posting here, my trail leg comes up, okay? Twist his knee, okay? This move is also good coming up, right into a leg lock, okay? Which we'll go over leg locks a little later, okay? Lower my hips, pop here, come up, twist, okay? If I want to spin for a side mount instead of going for a leg lock, I'm going to put my head on his knee here, spin around, come to a side mount. I can also use this move going for both heels, okay? If you catch a person flat-footed as they're backing up, lower here, shoot on both, drive, okay? Again, I can come up for a leg lock, or I can hook his foot this way, spin, come to a side mount. Okay, this next drill is very effective for doing low-level single legs. Okay, you have one partner that's going to react by putting one leg forward. Okay, I'm going to react. I don't know which leg is going to go forward. Okay, I'm going to react to which one does. Okay, so he's kind of bouncing up and down. Okay, when he steps, I drop down, shoot, back up,
Go.
Drop and back up. Again, drop, back up. Okay, this is working on my timing, working on my speed. Okay, you can do it. It's also working a little bit of conditioning. It's great to practice the move. One other drill that I like to do, especially for doing takedowns involving the legs, okay, is one guy's trying to slap the other person's leg. That's all. Just trying to touch it. Let's work on the timing. Okay. So we're in motion here. Okay. I'm trying to touch his leg. Okay. He's trying to prevent me from touching his leg, so he's gonna sprawl or throw his leg back. As I go, he throws it back. Okay. We're back again. Okay. Okay. These are a couple good drills that'll help you with your low level and double leg attacks.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to show is something off a tie-up. Off an inside, I've got this under, and I'm tied on his head. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to lock my hands, keeping this elbow in. I don't want to get out here. He's just going to push my hand over, duck me, get behind me. So I'm here, keep my elbow in. I'm here. What I'm going to try to do is put my see it? Put my knee here, from here, and I'm just going to crank. So, get here, he's fighting. Here. Crank. A lot of times I'm here. Another way to finish this is from here. I'm here, and I'm just going to, all I'm going to do is pop my shoulder over. Land up here. So I'm under here, here. All I'm gonna do, and I'm here. It's real tight here. Just take my legs in, pop over, drop them down. So what I'm doing here is I'm underhook here. I'm elevating my shoulder. My elbows come up. I'm elevating here. Here. This is tight. I'm not floating my elbow. Elbow's tight. I'm gonna lock this. If his hands comes up by my head like this, just pop it over. He stays down. I'm tight. Just gonna crank it. Here, straight up. So, one more time. Here. That's off a tie-up, the underhook, and the head tie here. It's a few finishes. Okay, another thing you can do from here, you're trying to lock this up, maybe he's fighting, he's bearing his head, it's hard to lock it up. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull down on the back of his head here. I'm gonna step back a little bit. I'm gonna do this to here. So I'm gonna snap him down. I'm gonna come here, then I'm right here. So from here, if he's bearing his head, trying to keep me from locking up real good, I can come here. That's a few finishes from the underhook.
Okay, the next technique I'm going to show is a double leg takedown. Okay, this move there's a couple things that are important to transition over from the collegiate style takedown to the no holds barred or mixed martial art takedown. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is lower my body, lower my level. Okay, as I lower my level, I'm taking a short choppy step and penetrating this way. Okay, you almost want to fake like there's a glass of water on your head to bow your neck, keep your head up. Okay, when I start to lower my neck, that's when I'm going to get guillotine choked. Okay, so I have to be real careful about this double leg takedown. 9 times out of 10, a good guy is going to go for a guillotine on you with the double leg. You're just going to have to expect that. Okay, so I'm going to show you some things to not panic when you get put into a guillotine choke off a double leg takedown. First thing I'm going to do is lower my body, shoot. Okay, my trail leg is going to come up. okay? And I'm gonna drive, okay? It looks like he's gonna cinch up a guillotine on me, so as I drive and I land, when I get to this position, I'm gonna run my feet towards his head, and his guillotine choke isn't gonna be effective enough to choke me out, okay? So I'm running my feet towards his head, okay? Right here it's just a waiting game. He's gonna be able to keep this tight on me, but it's not enough to choke me out, okay? So I bring my feet to the mat, hands here, hold. I could use this elbow to come across his face, pop my head out, come to a side mount. As Chuck just pointed out from that position, you could also do some knees, okay, which I'll show you one more time. Lower the body here, shoot, he's going for a guillotine choke. I raise up, okay, come to this position here, okay, now I got knees, boom, right here, boom. 2 or 3 knees, he's gonna just automatically let go because he's not gonna wanna stay down here, okay? So, as he lets go, boom, I want to come around, try to mount, try to get in a better position. Okay, I'm gonna show you the double leg takedown in full speed now. Okay, that's a double leg takedown.
The next thing I'm gonna work off of is a body lock. Now from here, when I'm in here, I got my underhook maybe here. I'm shooting in. From here, I'm in palms, whatever. I get under both. I'm gonna body lock. Now from here, there's a couple ways I can finish this. I'm locked here. If he keeps turning to the side, I can squeeze. I'll just come to the back. Come here and drop. Square up with the okay. If I get here and I'm locked in the body here, a lot of times with the square up, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my head right in the sternum, right here, and I'm just gonna crank in this. I'm gonna pull him this way. From here, he squares up. I'm just gonna come here. Drop it down on top. Okay, so, I'm here, I'm body locked here. Got my hands cut under. Come to the side. Come in here.
This is another good takedown to do when you got a good guy that has good knees, okay? He's not a real good takedown guy or a defensive takedown guy. He's got good knees. This is a good way to take him down, okay? So we're inside, we're pummeling for position, okay? This is an obvious, he's a Muay Thai type of fighter, so he's gonna wanna be on the inside. He's gonna wanna be tying up, okay? Once he goes to tie up and he throws his first knee, okay? I'm gonna go under the knee, okay? My outside hand is gonna come to his lat and I'm gonna step forward with this foot, okay? In front of his leg, okay? So I'm gonna step this way. Let me turn for the camera. As I step, I'm gonna shuffle my feet, okay? Drop them. Okay, so we're inside pummeling. He's going for a knee. As he throws a knee, I'm coming under, okay? Stepping, okay? Lower my body like a squat. Boom, coming down hard, okay? In a real match, you're gonna wanna pick them and you're gonna wanna slam them to the mat.
Okay, next thing we're gonna work on is from this position. We're coming here, you're working for knees, working inside, you're here. A lot of times, you get guys floating this elbow a lot. So I'm cranked here, elbows floated. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it by my head. I'm gonna stepping in here, right here. I'm gonna lock up. So from here, fight for the knees here, whatever. If he floats his elbow though, or start pulling up on it. Oh, I'll take him through. So it looked like this. We're fighting here. I'm gonna come here. Here. Now from here, From here, I can finish a lot of different ways. I just lock up on his body, throw him. Now we're not going to do a throw. Here. So, I'm going to come here. All I'm doing from here, stepping through, popping them through. Okay? Lock up. Okay, what we're going to do on this is do a few finishes and some defenses from here. People get here, they have a hard time taking the guy back down to the mat. What I'm going to try to do here, watch out for his elbows, by the way. He'll be swinging back, you get guys swinging. But anyway, you're going to come here. I'm going to rotate here. I'm going to try to pinch your leg here. Okay? Pinch his leg here. Now I'm just going to, I'm not going to try to, I'm just going to lift. Here. Okay, so, anyway, I'm trying to finish here. Come from here. I'm going to pinch his leg. I'm just going to pick. Just right there. Now, when I'm trying to pick, Scott's going to he's going to defend a little bit.
Right. So, one of the counters that we like to do, okay, coming from a wrestling background, and this has worked real good in collegiate wrestling, is to hook the foot as somebody goes to pick you up. This is going to prevent you from being able to pick you up and slam you. Okay, so watch as he goes to pick me up. Okay, I just come hook his foot. Okay, with either one of my feet, okay, if I hook the inside, it's going to prevent him from picking me up. Okay, so I'm going to sag down and hook his foot. See that? Okay. Okay. It's good, just get in there, have somebody lock you up, get in there, have the guy trying to pick you up, other guy's just trying to hook and sag, okay? Once you sag, okay, from this position, okay, so he tries to pick me up, okay, I get to this position, I'm going to want to sag down, bring my knee forward, and roll to the guard, okay? Once again, so he's picking me up, I hook the foot, okay? As I sag, I'm bringing my knee forward this way. Okay, rotating in. Okay.
Sure. Just breaking the hands too.
Another great technique from this position, the counter off the sag, okay, is I'm gonna go 2-on-1. That means I have two of my hands on his one wrist. Okay, so I got a 2-on-1 here. Okay, I'm sagging. Okay. As I sag,
notice how he uses his hip. He uses his hip to push. He pushes his hands on my arm, but he's also using his hip to push on my grip.
Okay. From here, the hand that I have pushed down, I circle right in. Okay, this is a real good takedown, real good counter to getting slammed or for the person to be able to control you. So you got a 2-on-1. Like Chuck said, I'm pushing off my hips, okay? Once this hand is in my pocket here, okay, I turn into it, right back in for the takedown position. Okay, Chuck's gonna show a little dump that you could do, and I'll show you something you should be careful of.
Okay, guys trying for that, he's doing that, what we're just showing, a lot of times what I'll do is I'm just gonna post his foot. I'm just gonna post his foot here, and I'm gonna come here. So here, I'm going to post his foot, and I'm just going to come here.
Okay. One thing that Chuck needs to be careful of is the knee bar, okay? All he has to do is be aware of it and keep his foot back, okay? If a guy gets sloppy with it, here's what's going to happen as he goes to dump me, okay? I'm going to hook with this foot right here, okay? As I hook, I'm going to reach down, grab the Achilles, okay? Come to the knee bar. Okay, so once again, I'm hooking his foot. Go ahead. Hook his foot. Okay, just something to be aware of off that counter. Okay, those are different counters and variations that we have when a person gets behind. Okay, another good variation, okay, when a guy has you around the belly, okay, is I'm going to be sagging from the hips, and this has its roots in sambo, is I'm going to duck and do a roll into a knee bar. Okay, so as I'm rolling, okay, I'm going to hook his leg with my inside foot, okay? So, I hook his knee here, okay? I go to roll, okay? If he gets in the position where he's awkward this way, okay, I can come into a heel hook. All I have to do is wrap my hand around the heel, okay, and turn into him right here, okay? If he turns to his side this way, okay, I'm going to roll right into a knee bar. Okay, so it just depends on what he does. Okay, one more time. Okay, he's locked around my belly. I'm going to sag. Okay, bring my hands to his. My inside foot is going to hook, and I'm going to roll my shoulder, okay, up his legs, okay, up through his groin. Okay. Once I get to this position, depending on what he does, if he turns into me, okay, I either have the heel hook or the leg lock, okay? Heel hook here, or come in with the leg lock here, or if he rolls to this side, I roll with him, okay? Grab the ankle, pull the foot up this way, making the knee bar tighter. This way, right into the knee bar.
Okay, now we're doing some counters to his shots. He's going to shoot his double leg, and I'm going to sprawl. Now when I sprawl, I'm blocking him. I can block him. My elbows here. I just block and then I catch. So I get my feet back. My hips down. He's got my legs a little bit. You know, I'm going to be pulling them off. Pushing back my hips. Let's get up. So he's coming. I'm going to block. He's got my legs a little bit. Block my hip. He's going, if he switches to single leg, I'm gonna pop that hip down right here. Come back to here. Now when I'm here, careful, you don't want to lock your hands up too much. Or if you do decide to lock your hands up, be careful, he might sit out and come up your back. Just know, he's going to probably, if he's got a wrestling background, he'll probably hit something similar to that. Just going to pop up. Go behind. So, here, if your hands are open, he can't do that. He goes to sit out. You're just going to move with him. You don't get stuck. Okay, so. Off the sprawl. Just going to come here, lock. You know, he goes for a single, square. Pop the hip down, get it off, square it up. I can pull around here. Okay. Work on different things from there. Now, say he gets a single leg up. Grab it up. You know, he's trying to get my single leg. There's a lot of different things I can do from here. One of the basic things I'm going to do though is I like to hook their foot. Hook their knee, my foot, and I'll get under here, get a wizard here, throw him here, push in on his head, so he can't get power. He can't really get power to lift me up. Push on his head. I can also, if I'm striking, I can drop elbows on his head if I want. But I'm here now. From here, I'm gonna pull him and lift it up, and he shouldn't be able to keep my leg up. I'm gonna shoot it back. So he's got my leg, he gets my leg here, he's got my single leg. I'm gonna go to here and here, pushing away and down. You know, I come here if I want, but here, and shoots it here.
A couple other things that you could do when somebody's taking a shot on you. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is keep my hands in a position where I can catch him. Okay, if I know this guy's a takedown artist, I know he's gonna be shooting a lot. Okay, I'm gonna be prepared, have my hands, you know, in a good position, okay, if I see him shooting, okay? So I'm gonna have my hands up, but when he comes down, I'm gonna drop him, okay? So I have my hands up, okay? As he takes his shot, okay, I'm gonna sprawl, okay? And I'm gonna get the knife of my forearm, okay? This is the flat part of your forearm. I'm gonna get the knife of my forearm across and up right below his nose, okay? I'm gonna lock my hands, right here. This is the most powerful lock. Okay, right to here. I'm gonna twist my body in and down. Okay, one more time. He's shooting in. Okay, lower my hands. Okay, this is my knife. It's gonna run. It's gonna come up to where I can lock my hands. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn my body in. Okay, come to a position. Come to a side mount. Okay, another technique a lot of people take for granted is a guillotine off the double leg. Okay, what most people don't do is they get their guillotine at a 45-degree angle. Okay, a lot of times people think a guillotine is a choke. Well, the guillotine is actually crushing your Adam's apple. Okay, if you could get your forearm at a 90-degree angle right under his Adam's apple, I'm actually pulling the knife of my forearm into his Adam's apple, which is actually crushing it. So a lot of people have a misconception. They think we're actually choking the person, okay? Best case scenario is I don't get his arm, okay? That's where we get the Adam's apple crush. So what I'm gonna do, my hands are up, they're gonna lower, okay? So as he takes a shot on me, okay? I'm gonna lower my hand, okay? I'm gonna grab onto my wrist as I throw it under to a 90-degree angle, grab onto my wrist. Throw it under, okay? Grab onto my wrist, okay? I'm gonna get under his chin, okay? From here, I'm gonna pop my hips, okay? And crush his Adams. Right there. Okay? One more time. Hands are up. Okay? Lower my hands. Catch them right here. Okay? Now I'm gonna come up, popping my hips right to here. Okay? Those are two really effective things you can do off a double leg or a single leg shot.
What I'm gonna show right here is a form of a single leg. All I'm gonna do is I'm coming in, I'm stepping in, penetrating here. I'm gonna push on his chest. Come in, push in here. I'm gonna grab for his leg. I'm gonna try to snatch his leg up. Here. I'm gonna come here. And here. Okay. So. Just come in here, one more time, just a step. Here. Now from here, we do a couple finishes. Go back this way a little bit. Okay. So I got this leg, got here. One of them I do is I just come here. Here, I drop down on his knee, I'm putting pressure on his knee. Here, and I'm just gonna turn. So I'm here. Here, and I'm just going to come here, drop, put pressure on the knee, come here. I could also do that same one without actually even reaching back. I'm just going to go through my leg here, just going to come in that way. So I'm here, I can just step out with his foot, slide down his feet. Okay. Now another way to do that, I'm here, so here. If I want to come, I can also step out the other way and lift up. Coming that way. So, go through all three. I'm here, setting through, here, either here or just sitting through. Okay? Or here. Just step through. Come this way. Now the next one I'm going to do is off the tie. Come up over. I'm fighting over under position. You see people against the cage a lot like this. You know, fighting here, doing stuff. If I can get this low, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop, similar to the swing. I'm going to drop this way. Sometimes I catch his arm in there. and I'm here. So off of this, here, the guy's here, dropping here. Careful he doesn't bring that knee up and smack you in the head. I'm here, I'm gonna swing that way. So I'm gonna come here. I'm here. And those are a few other ways to get to a single leg.
Okay, I'm going to show two really good ways to effectively catch people, okay, off a shot. First thing Chuck's going to do is he's going to take a shot on me. I'll lower my body and meet him halfway down, okay? My outside hand is going to come on the tricep. My right hand is going to come and punch through the lat as I pop my hips. Okay? I'm going to come into a body lock, okay? Reposition my knee, okay? And now I can stay here or turn to the side and arm. Okay, one more time. As Chuck is shooting, I'm going to meet him halfway by lowering my body level. Okay, my outside hand grabs the tricep. My right hand comes to the lat. I'm going to punch my right arm through and pop my hips down. Okay. Coming to a body lock position here. I can stay here to strike, or I can turn into a side mount if I want to go for submissions. Another variation off that same technique I show is what's called a crucifix. All I'm going to do differently on this move is as he shoots, I'm lowering my level, I'm meeting him halfway, I'm grabbing the tricep, I'm hooking on the body, except this time I'm stepping my knee through, okay? And as I sit through, I slowly start to arch back, right here, okay? As I arch back, okay, it's putting a lot of pressure on his spine and neck, and he will tap, right there. Doesn't take a lot of pressure. When you practice this move, be very careful. Right there. One more time. I'm lowering my body, meeting him halfway down. Okay. Coming to the tricep, coming around the lat. Hit. Put this hip right to the mat.
One of the drills we like to do is to put on big gloves. And I'm going to throw punches at Scott as he's trying to take me down. Now what this does is gets him used to someone throwing punches at him while he's trying to shoot a takedown. We get a lot of college wrestlers where we train, and the first time someone's throwing punches at them, it changes their takedown game. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on just moving around. I'm going to move around. I'm going to try to come in. I'm going to try not to get taken down. And Scott's going to try to shoot on me. Right now, we're not going to go real hard. We're just going to give you an idea what it looks like. Here, so staying on top. Just sitting here. Go ahead, do a takedown. And then we'll work from, then we'll get back up. And he gets a takedown, we get back up. I'll stay on top, I push him, give him a look at what he has to be careful for. Now, the thing is, when he's coming at me, a lot of times if I'm moving away, it's real hard to shoot on somebody. So getting used to not getting hit, we'll wait until I actually try to make a strike and catch me flat-footed or catch me putting in some power on a punch. That's a good time to throw. That gets underneath me. Okay, so this drill, it's good. It just gets you used to getting punches thrown at you while you're shooting. So it's a good drill to work. You don't want to go in a ring or in a cage without having someone have thrown punches at you first.
The techniques that we're going to show you on this video series today are advanced. They do require some basic knowledge of ground fighting and striking, but I can assure you the techniques that you're learning today are the most effective. this next tape, we're going to go over leg locks. Leg locks that I teach are very effective. They're very simple. I don't teach a lot of theory. The leg locks I teach work, and I've proven by doing so in the matches that I've participated in. Leg locks are definitely going to be the next evolution of no-holds-barred fighting. Everybody knows about an armbar. Everybody knows about the triangle choke. Leg locks are something that is new, and I feel that my techniques are some of the cutting edge in the industry. Okay, I'm going to start with Chuck in his guard. Okay. You cannot do any submission technique unless you break a guard. Okay, and especially with the leg locks. Okay. There's a few different techniques, especially in Valley Tudo or no-holds-barred type of fighting. It's a lot easier to break somebody's guard because of the punishment they could take if they keep you in their closed guard by the punches. Okay? So, I do a combination using my elbows, okay, to effectively open his guard by pinching and digging into his groin muscle, okay? I take my inside knee, okay, put it right in his groin, okay? As I lean back, I'm also crossing my hands over his stomach, okay? This is restricting his air. Okay, it's making it difficult for him to breathe. Okay? Okay. So I'm pushing his stomach. Okay, as I'm pushing, I have my knee in his pelvic. I'm arching back, and I'm also pushing my elbows into his thighs. Okay? The minute that opens his leg, first thing I'm going to do with my forearm is push this down. Okay? Hold it down with the forearm. My opposite arm is going to come around, okay, to the lower part of his leg. You don't want to be up high, you don't want to be too low, but you want to be right here, okay? I'm turning my forearm in, okay? This is the knife of my forearm. I want that right on his leg, right on his lower calf muscle, okay? I don't want any space in there. I want to keep it tight right in the beginning, okay? If I start with good technique to start, I'll finish with good technique. So again, in the close guard, push on the stomach, push the knee. As I break, the hand pushes, the knife to the forearm, it's tight, okay? I start to fall back on my hip, and my right leg rotates over, okay? I'm squeezing my knees together, okay? Grabbing my fist here, and I'm pulling my fist up. As I pull it up, it's gonna dig into his calf muscle, okay? Right there. Okay? My body motion is like this. Okay? The reason a lot of people do leg locks and they'll come flat right to the mat. Like this. I don't have enough arch in my back to be able to get an effective leg lock here because the mat's stopping me, the mat's preventing me. So I always want to turn to the inside. This way. Okay? Squeeze his knees. Squeeze my knees together, okay? Keep my forearm in his calf, okay? My foot comes around, okay? Pop my hips and arch. I want you to over-exaggerate the arch as hard as you can, okay? Once again, I'm in a closed guard, crossing the hands on the stomach, elbows here, okay? Pushing here, reaching back, right to here. Okay? And going for the tap out. Now once I get to here, as you can see, my foot is trapped. That doesn't mean I can't tap somebody out with my foot being trapped in here. Okay? But it is definitely more effective once I get to this position. Okay, I have time now. Okay, I've gotten good position. I have time to bring my knee up, pop my leg out. Okay? My feet now, this is very important, my feet are on his chest. Okay, my toes cross over each other. The reason for that is if I cross my feet this way, he could easily get me in a leg lock, he could easily throw my feet to the side, okay, or if I put my leg here, now he could get me in a leg lock. That's bad position. So you want to drill this consistently and drill it with bringing your feet flat on his chest, not like this, not your heels like this, but your feet flat on the chest, crossing your toes. Okay, from this position, okay, Again, I'm arching this way with my hips are pushing this way. My body's arching back, right there. Okay? If he tries to come up and grab my hands, it's very easy to push him and kick him back down. Okay? If I fall to the outside though, which is improper technique, so when I do my leg lock here, see how easy it is for him to come up? I can't kick him down because my feet are in bad position. He could grab my wrist right here and come up. So I always want to fall to the inside. Right to here, with my wrist here, my legs together squeezing, my feet on his chest, popping the hips. Let me show you one time in full motion. Okay, that's our first leg lock. Okay, the next leg lock I'm going to show again is from the guard. It's a slight variation off the first leg lock. Okay, again, I'm in the guard. Okay, another thing that I didn't go over is that when you're doing no holds barred or vale tudo fighting, it's very easy to open somebody's guard by striking. Okay, so if I'm in this position here, I'm striking here. Okay, I have elbows coming down here. Okay. And it seems like the minute you hit somebody's head, they might release and readjust their guard. The minute they let go of this closed guard is when you go for it. It's that element of surprise which will catch somebody with a leg lock. Okay, so I'm striking here. Boom, I hit them. They open up their guard. Okay? This time, I'm going to use my forearm to push his groin down, and my foot, or my knee, is going to come up the middle. This way. And I'm going to be pushing into him. Pressure into him. Okay, what he's going to do is push me back a little bit, and the minute he pushes me back is when I fall back into my leg lock. So I'm up here, he pushes me back, boom, fall right into the leg lock. Again, my knee can stay here, and I can pop the leg lock here, or my leg can pop out, cross my toes on his chest, and arch. Okay? Once again, in his guard. Okay, you can open up his guard, striking here, elbow to the thigh. Okay, once I hit the head, he opens up his guard, push down, my knee comes up the middle, fall back. To this position, I always fall to the inside. Okay, over exaggerate, popping, and arch. He taps, also bringing the foot up to the middle. Again, arching and pop the hips. Okay, that's another variation off the leg lock by bringing your knee up the middle. And I find these two leg locks very effective and very simple. Okay, this next leg lock I'm going to show you has some transitional elements. When I start to fall back into my leg lock, he's going to counter. And the most important thing with knowing leg locks is having a counter for his counter when I throw a leg lock on him, because the good guys are going to be able to counter you, and you're going to have to think one step ahead of them. And I call this resetting or resetting the leg lock. Okay, so it's like a bait. You're baiting him to reset to a tighter leg lock. Okay, let me show you. So I'm in his guard again. I could break his guard. Once I break the guard, I come back for a straight leg lock, falling to the inside. He's starting to come up. Okay, the good guys are going to start to come up. Once he gets to this position, it looks like he's going to mount me. But all I need to do to reset his mount is take my hand and put on his tricep. Okay, wherever his body and his upper torso goes, okay, his lower leg is going to maneuver in a spot where I can catch him in a leg lock. Okay, so as I push his tricep, look where his body goes. My right leg needs to come and reset. This is where I call resetting. Okay? As my right leg comes over, whips over, I'm going to squeeze my knees together. Okay? My left leg is hooking his foot on the inside. As I squeeze, I push. Okay? My right hand comes around for a heel hook. Right here. Okay? The most important thing about going for a heel hook is to over-exaggerate my hand. So as it comes over, I'm over-exaggerating. I'm hooking it. As I hook, I'm doing a bicep curl this way. Okay? I'm not necessarily taking the heel hook this way, I'm taking it at a 45-degree angle up. So I lock on it here, I can squeeze my other hand together, clamp, and I'm gonna be taking the heel this way. As I'm squeezing my knees together, I'm also popping my hips right there. I'm gonna show you this leg lock from a different angle so that you guys can see it more effectively. Okay, this is the resetting of the straight leg lock. Okay, breaking his guard, falling back. Okay, he's starting to come up. I'm almost baiting him to come up. Okay, I reposition myself by putting my hand on the tricep and pushing his body this way. Once I push the body this way, I'm swiveling my hips. Okay, my hips are almost spinning this way. Okay, as my hips spin this way, my foot clamps down and my knees squeeze together. My right hand over-exaggerates that heel hook motion. Okay, I'm squeezing like a bicep curl, locking on my hands right here, locking my knees together. Okay, from this position, I'm extending, popping my hips and twisting. Right there. Okay? From this position, I can pop his ankles, I can pop his ligaments in his knee. It's very effective. When you guys drill this, be very careful not to torque, because it's not a gradual submission where you're going to feel pain. It's going to pop before you feel any gradual type of pain. So you have to be real careful anytime you drill with leg locks. Okay, so I hook it in here, squeeze and turn. Okay, that's resetting of the leg lock. This next position I'm going to show you is a heel hook off the last leg lock when you catch somebody in a heel hook, and he's going to try to roll out of it. As his body is moving and twisting, okay, I'm going to roll with him. As I roll with him, okay, I'm going to reset myself by arching back. As I arch back and reset after the first roll, he's actually going to make the leg lock tighter for me, and it's going to be even tighter than the first heel hook. Watch what I'm talking about. I fall back into the heel hook, okay? I'm hooking here, okay? He's gonna roll. As he rolls, all I do is roll with him and squeeze my legs together. Once we roll the first time, all I have to do is arc my body this way, okay? As you can see, his body is a lot tighter. The knees twisted because of his first roll. As he twists, it made his ligaments tighter and twisted. I squeeze my knees together. This outside hand grabs the heel, okay? Right here, right into the heel hook. Now it's even tighter. He won't be able to roll because now this time I readjust and have this foot under his knee. Okay, I elevate. When he tries to roll, I elevate. Right here. Try to roll, he can't roll because I'm elevating. Okay, so I readjust, arching back, hook the heel, right here, the heel hook. I'm going to show you this from a different angle so we can see it a little bit better. Readjust, squeeze the knees. I can take this hand, put on this heel just to pull up, lock the hands, and twist. Right there. One more angle. Okay, Chuck, while you stay here, I really want you guys at home to be able to see this technique, okay, at a good angle. So I'm in his guard, break the guard. As I fall back into the heel hook, okay, he's gonna roll. As he rolls, I'm real relaxed. I just roll with him, okay? Right here, I just scoop my body this way, okay? Grab the heel, okay? Now it's even tighter than the first heel hook I had because he twisted himself into a tighter heel hook. Grab it here and arc. Okay, that's a good variation. Okay, from this position, I'm going to go into some knee bars. The knee bars that I show are extremely effective. Nobody does some of the fine details that I do that I'll show you, which will help you guys be more effective with your knee bars. Okay, again, we're breaking the guard, striking, elbows. Once the guard breaks, okay, I use this forearm to lower his leg. Okay, my other arm comes and hooks his knee right here. Squeezes, almost like I'm doing a bicep curl. My inside knee comes around and hits the mat. Okay, from this position, what I need to do and what separates this knee bars from most of the knee bars out there is I hook it really tight, and as I fall, I'm pulling it tight. Okay, I'm pulling the knee this way, okay? And I'm sliding my arm up this way. See that? As I slide it up, it's tightening up his leg like a piano string and making it very tight. Okay? I hold the foot as close to my chest as possible, okay, which creates leverage right here on his knee. Okay? My right hand comes and grabs onto my wrist here. My left hand comes and cups his heel. Okay? Again, I can leave my knee caught. See how it's caught in there? I can leave it caught and still tap him out. Okay? All I gotta do is pop and he'll tap out. Or I could be in this position, pop my leg out, cross my feet, cup his heel, pull the leg this way, and pop. Okay? Once again. From the guard, breaking the guard, coming around, hugging this, like a bicep curl, holding it tight. My inside knee comes through to the mat. Okay? This is what's going to make the difference right here. Okay? It's pulling this leg, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it up. Okay? This knee, okay, can stay there. I cup the heel, my right leg comes to here, and I hold. Okay? My leg comes around, I cup the heel, and I pop. Let me show you one time in real time. Okay, that completes the knee bar from the guard. The next leg lock I'm going to show you is a knee bar from the half guard. The percentage that you can get from a knee bar off the half guard is higher than from in the guard. Okay, so we're breaking the guard. Okay, there's different ways to get in a half guard. When I'm breaking the guard, I step over. Okay, he's going to cinch up and go for the half guard and turn into me. Okay, let me turn you around so I can show you guys a better angle here. Okay, so I'm in the half guard here. Again, my hand comes under, hooks. I hug the leg here. Okay, this hand right here is going to create a channel. Right here, I'm going to post my hand here. See this channel? This is the channel where my knee is going to flow through. Okay, as I'm hugging his leg here, my knee flows through. Okay, right here, my hand posts. Now this is where the detail comes in. I pull the leg up, fall back, I pull it really tight, really tight. Glide my forearm up. Until I get to here, okay? My leg can stay there and I can pop, or I can pop it out, okay? Pull it up tight and pop again. Okay? A lot of times what I'll do is even in a side mount, because this move is so effective, when I'm in a side mount position, okay, I won't automatically just give him my leg because he's going to know something's up. But I'm going to bait him a little bit, okay? My leg's going to be kind of low, and he's going to hook it, and I'm going to, almost fake like, oh, darn, he got me back in a half guard. That's when I'm going to come up, post my hand here to create that channel, come under, my knee's going to go right through, right to here, okay? If he hooks you like this, it's not a big deal. My hands are smarter than his feet, okay? My hands are smarter than his feet, so I can grab his heel here, okay? I can grab his other here and just throw it off. Come to right here, okay? So anytime the first thing they're going to do when you go for a heel hook is they're going to lock like that, okay? My hands are smarter. I'm going to come here to here. See, as I'm cupping his heel here, all I have to do is just come under, grab the wrist, and pull it tight. Okay, let's have you guys practice that stuff at home. One technique that you could do from the knee bar to make things a little bit tighter, okay, especially if you have an individual who does a lot of twisting, okay, he's twisting back and forth with his knee, and you're having trouble holding that foot against your chest. I do what's called a reverse knee bar. So I come to the knee bar here, okay, person is twisting back and forth, so I take my hand and I bring it over. Now I lock it right to here, okay, pop. Okay, so I'm coming to here, my hand is coming over, locking to here, okay, squeezing my knees. This prevents him from being able to teeter back and forth. If he does roll, I'm going to roll with him and transition into another leg lock. But right here, just pop the hips. Okay, very effective. Okay, now when I'm going for a leg lock, a knee bar, from my half guard, a lot of times the good guys are gonna know that you're doing it and they're gonna catch your feet. You just have to think one step, one move above them, okay, and just not even worry, not even panic. Okay, so what I'm talking about is I'm in a half guard, I'm going for a knee bar. As I try to step through the channel, he grabs it and locks on my feet. He's locking pretty tight. A lot of guys will even think they could get you with a heel hook here. They'll try something like that. Just don't worry, don't panic. I can simply grab his hand. I got great positioning. I'm on top of him. I can grab his hand and take off the pressure. Okay, just don't worry. You guys are gonna drill this. You're gonna be real comfortable here. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is take my outside hand and it's gonna replace my hand here. Okay, my foot here is gonna come up. Okay, as I come up, I'm gonna whip my right leg over. Okay, once I whip it over, again, I'm in the heel hook position, so I squeeze the knee. Okay, I over-exaggerate the heel hook, I come to the heel hook, arching back, and I'm in the heel hook territory. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this from another angle. Okay, watch the knee bar. As I'm going for the knee bar, he's gonna grab my feet, okay, and I'm gonna counter. This is a little bit of another different angle, so you guys can see a different angle. Okay, as I'm in the half guard here, okay, I'm gonna hook, I'm gonna create my channel. See how he grabs my feet. Don't worry, a lot of times they'll go for a heel hook, whatever. I got better position. I can just grab here. Okay, I step up with this outside leg. This hand changes position. Okay, as I fall back, my leg whips over. Okay, right to here, I'm squeezing my legs together. Okay, my outside hand over-exaggerates, hooking the heel. Okay, locking here. Okay, arching back and twisting. Right there. Makes for a nice counter to his counter. Right now I'm going to show you some leg attacks that you can do from the guard position, from the open guard, so it's going to allow you not to get struck as badly from a closed guard. Okay, let's start with me. Let's start from the basics. I'm going to start within the closed guard, and I'm going to show you how to get into that position. Okay, from a closed guard, okay, I have them locked tight. Okay, if this person's trying to strike, whatever they're trying to do, okay, I'm gonna want to open up my guard. And as I open up my guard, this leg drops down, okay, and I twist my body into him. As I twist my body into him, I'm essentially putting him into a half guard. Okay, like a half guard to here. Except I'm bringing my outside leg in, okay? If he tries to attack me by punches, it's very easily just to push him back with my knee. Okay, I can push him back. A lot of times when you're dealing with an open guard or a half guard, the person has to want to be on the ground. If Chuck doesn't want to be on the ground with me, look how easy for him just to back up. You know, I mean, I could do some minimal hand fighting, grabbing his hand, grabbing his hands, but there's only so much I can do to keep the person down when I have an open guard. Okay, so the person's going to have to want to be down there, number one. Number two, you're going to be going for this move so quick that even if the guy doesn't want to be on the ground, he's going to have no choice because you're going to go from one move to the next. Okay, so I'm in the half guard. First I'm in the closed guard. Okay, I drop down. This foot comes here and hooks. Hooks here. My outside leg comes up. Okay, from this position, I'm going to show you a different angle after this, but for right now, I'm taking this hand and I'm coming under his armpit to his tricep. Here, and I'm pushing his body that way. As I push his body that way, I'm hooking with this hand under. Okay? As I roll him through, I'm pushing with my knee to get that extra force to push him over. Okay, from here, if he rolls to this side, I'm going to come right into a knee bar. Right where I was. I can come out, hook, pop right into a knee bar. Okay, one more time. From the closed guard. Okay, I'm dropping down, coming into a half guard, bringing my outside knee up. My outside hand comes to his tricep. I'm diving under. Okay, as I push with my knee and twist with my hips out, he'll come right into a knee bar. Okay, again, I'm bringing my right arm, my wrist, to the heel, pulling, and popping my hips. That's a very effective knee bar you could do from the guard. Okay, I'm going to do the same move, this time from a different angle, so you guys at home can see it and practice more effectively. Okay, again, I'm from a closed guard. From this position here, I'm gonna drop my foot and bring it to the inside. My outside leg comes up to the knee, okay? Even if a person tries to strike you from this position, okay, it's very easy to just bury your head and come under to the tricep. See that? If he's striking me, okay, I bury my head and come under, okay? If he tries to cross face me here, okay, it's very easy also just to bring your hand to the tricep and dive under, okay? Again, I'm diving here, I'm pushing, okay, his body, okay, as he spins. A lot of guys will just spin that way they're trying to twist and they're trying to roll out of it, but they're actually giving you a knee bar when they try to roll. Coming right to the knee bar, okay, and popping the hips. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more time in real time and in fast motion. All the way from the guard. Okay, that's a knee bar from the guard. From the guard, we're gonna go over the same knee bar, except the last time I was showing you when he turns away. This time Chuck is gonna turn into me, and it's gonna give you two variations of a heel hook and a leg lock that you could do. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm dropping into my position, okay, my open guard with the knee on the inside. I'm diving through. Okay, this time he's resisting me, and instead of rolling and trying to twist out that way, he's gonna turn into me. So my hand position needs to change. My hand is right here as he turns into me, okay? I'm gonna reset by scooting my hips and rotating this leg. Okay, then I'm going for the heel hook here, okay? Now the heel hook is gonna be more effective for maybe getting a break here, okay? If I tweak it hard, the guy's gonna hurt his ankle if he doesn't tap, okay? With the heel hook, we have more of a chance of him getting out and rolling out though. If he could twist and kick out, there's a chance that he could get out. So if I want a little bit of higher percentage to hold him in tight, is I could switch right to the leg lock. Now he's gonna have a really hard time of kicking out of this, okay? And I can also switch to a heel hook, to a leg lock, to a heel hook, to a leg lock. Again, he's probably gonna roll. So again, earlier I showed you when he rolls, okay, just stay with them, okay, and reset your heel hook here, and go for the heel hook or the leg lock. The next position I'm going to show is from the mount, okay, when an individual is mounting me, I could get him out of the mount, okay, and I could also throw him in a leg lock real quick. So it's real effective, it catches people by surprise. A lot of people don't know about this technique. Okay, so I'm going to be in a mount position here, okay. Now, if a person is striking you, okay, if this is a Vallectino match, I have to be careful for that, okay? I'm gonna lock around his body here to prevent him from striking, okay? First thing I'm gonna do is unlock my hands. My hands are gonna come to his hips, okay? I'm gonna bury my heels into the mat right here, okay? Once I do this, I'm gonna pop my hip up, okay? As I pop my hip up, I'm gonna turn my wrist, turn my forearm on the inside, okay? This is gonna prevent him from being able to do any arm bars to me. It's also gonna allow me to create some space to bring my knee up. Okay, so again, from the mount. Okay, so I'm locked here, I drop down, okay? I pop up, forearm brings his knee out. Brings his knee out to bring my knee in. Okay, once I bring my knee in, I reset him. I'm gonna push his tricep this way, okay? My outside leg is gonna move over, squeeze, right into a heel hook. Okay, let me show you that from a different angle, and you guys will get a little bit better feel of it. Okay, this angle, a different angle, the same move when he's in the mount, okay? If he's striking me, I have to lock around here to prevent him from striking. I'm gonna let go. My hands are gonna come to his hips, okay? As I pop his hips up, my elbow turns in and my forearm gets him on the inside of his groin, okay? So I pop up, push here, so my knee can come through the middle, okay? My outside leg is gonna reset, but first thing I need to do is get his body and his momentum going this way. All I do is I can take the back of my hand or this hand and push him this way. Once he pushes, my body's gonna spin, okay? I'm gonna whip my leg over, squeeze it, catch him with the heel hook, right here. Okay? Let me show you one time in full motion. Okay, from this position. Okay. Right to the tap out. Okay, that completes our technique from the mount. Leg lock to the mount, it's very effective. And when a guy has you stomach to back in this position, okay, there's a very simple but effective knee bar you could do from here. The first thing I have to watch out for is I have to keep my head forward and arch, because what he could do is he could tomahawk me and get me in a rear naked choke. So I keep my head, I'm watching my head, okay? Okay, but I don't want to hang out down here. Next thing I do is I push his leg down, okay? As I step over his leg, okay, I can hook it with my foot here and also my hand. As I slide back, falling right back into a knee bar. Okay, again, lock on the wrist, right to here. Okay, once again, we're back to stomach position. From here, I'm watching my head so he doesn't take my head off. Okay, pushing his leg down. Okay, as I step over, I climb it up, I'm backing up and I'm climbing into him. See how it goes right into a knee bar. Right there. Okay, once again, I'm going to show you in real time in fast motion. Okay, that's a great move to do from inside his stomach. Another very effective leg lock that I've seen used in matches to submit people is actually very simple. We call it the whip over leg lock. Okay, and the reason is because you're whipping your leg over right as you break the guard, and you're not putting yourself in a vulnerable position because you're staying in a position where you're not necessarily falling back to where he could come up on you. You don't have to reset yourself, okay? So this is just something you could try and then go to something else. Has a low percentage. Okay, so I'm in the guard. Okay, break the guard, lower his foot. Okay, as I come back to leg lock, instead of falling back here, okay, all I'm going to do is whip my leg over right to here. Okay, I'm going to keep my heel very close to his stomach. Okay, keep it really close. I'm going to post my hand right to here, and all I'm going to do is pop my hips as I squeeze my knees together, right? Okay, it's real effective. Right there. Okay, once again, breaking the guard, come into here, put the foot really close and tight. Right here. Okay? If he tries to roll, and you have to roll to your stomach, okay, just be careful that he doesn't have your foot. Just keep it close and tight, and I can roll and I can get a little more leverage if I pop my hips forward. Okay, that's a real effective move. It's real quick, real effective to do from inside his guard. Doesn't have a lot of percentage that he's going to catch me in anything, and you can go switch off to another move. To be a good leg lock artist, you have to be just as good at counters as well, because as a person catches you in a leg lock, you have to be able to counter. And also the person is going to know how to counter your leg locks, and you're going to have to reset. So I'm going to go through some counters right now that I find are extremely effective. Okay, let's have Chuck down in the guard. Okay, the first thing a good leg lock counter expert has to do is know that, in the back of his mind, know that I'm always going to be going for leg locks. Okay, so as the minute a person hooks the leg and starts to fall back, he's already reacting. Okay, he's already reacting. So I'm going to go to the guard. I'm going to go to my back. Chuck's going to be going for a leg lock on me. Okay, as he's falling back, okay, I'm already coming up and countering. So as you fall back, okay, I'm already coming up. This hand here is blocking his foot from coming over. Okay, it's keeping on the inside. Okay, right here. So he can't whip that leg over. Okay, I start to crawl my feet towards his head, come to the mount. Okay, most technique tapes, I've seen show you a counter. They start with the leg lock here. Okay, and yeah, you need to know how to get out of a leg lock from this position. But what I find is even more effective is preventing the leg lock from coming. Okay, and all I have to do is use his momentum as he's falling back to come up with him. Okay, so get back into fall back into the leg lock. As he pulls back, I'm coming up. So I'm using his momentum. I'm coming up with him. And look, he doesn't even have me in a good leg lock. Now, yeah, he can reset here by pushing me and coming to reset. The only thing I have to do to prevent that, okay, is crawling to him and block this hand. So I'm crawling back into him, blocking his hand, coming to him out. Okay, let me show you that at a different angle so you guys at home can get a better look. Yeah, as he falls back, blocking the foot, okay, falling up to him out. So if he's going for that leg, I go this way, Chuck go for my other leg now. So if he goes for this leg, again, blocking here, crawling on my hands and feet, back up into him, I'm into him out. Okay? That's the first and most important leg lock counter you should learn. Okay, once a person gets you in a leg lock and it's tight and secure, it's a lot harder to counter, but you still need to know it anyway, okay? So Chuck's gonna get me in a nice tight leg lock. Okay, the first thing I wanna try to do is extend my foot and lock my knee out. And I don't know if you guys can see from this angle, but I'm hyper-extending my foot here, okay, and locking it this way. Okay, I don't wanna keep my toe straight, but I'm keeping it up, okay? I also don't wanna be on my foot, on my butt, just hanging out down here. I want to be coming up here, so I want to be on my knee, okay? First thing I have to do is clear these obstacles that are in my way, okay? So my hands are smarter than his feet, so all I have to do is work it here. Now be prepared for him to reset. Right when I take his foot off, he's just going to come right back, and I'm going to start from square one, okay? Like I said, this isn't an easy way to counter out of a leg lock, but you need to know it. I'd rather have you guys work on preventing it, but you need to know this. Okay, so I'm coming here. Now I'm coming straight up the middle, okay? Using my forearms to block his growing down, okay? Stepping over, okay? If I need to interlock my fingers behind his head and pull up on his head, that's fine. But my main goal is to step over, come into a mount position, okay? I can strike, or I can reset myself. Okay, that's a good way to practice. This is just to get with your partner and just practice breaking out of the leg lock, coming up, clearing the obstacles, and coming up. One more time. Chuck, get me in the leg lock. Let me show you guys at a different angle here. Okay, so he has my foot. I extend my foot up this way. Okay, I need to get off my hip. Here, bring my foot up. Now my hands are going to clear his legs. Okay, I'm going to keep my knee straight. If I'm coming up the middle and I turn my knee, look, he could reset and go for a heel hook. Okay, so it's very important that I keep my knee straight and keep it on his chest here. Okay, I push this leg down, step over, come for a mount. Okay, this is a very important leg lock you need to know, because if you're going to become a leg lock artist, you're going to get caught in leg locks too. Okay, it's very effective for me to clear. It's very important for him to keep on the inside like this. Okay, because he can push me back. As I try to come forward, he can kick me back. So all I need to do is turn his body, rotate it to the outside, grabbing the heels, and I really need to pop my hips hard and turn into him. Okay, it's gonna buy me that few seconds right here. Okay, because now he's in a bad position. I grab his heel, and I need to get on my knee and come up this way. Okay, and put pressure on him. If this is a Vale Tudo or no holds barred mixed martial art match, and I can strike. Okay, he might want to let go of the leg lock completely. If this is a submission match, I'm still going to need to come up the middle. Okay, come up the middle, release, come up the middle, keeping my knee straight, stepping over, and come into a mount. Okay, it's real effective and it's a real simple counter to get out of a leg lock. The next technique I'm going to show is the counter to a heel hook. This is something that's real important to drill cautiously, because if a person has you in a heel hook and they twist it too hard, it can injure your ankle. This is also very important because in the matches and the way the sport is going, a lot more people are doing heel hooks now. People are just throwing a a month, but if you know the counters, you're going to be one step ahead of everybody. Okay, the counters I have, I think, are by far the simplest and most effective to get out of a hill hook. Okay, the most basic counter to a hill hook, okay, is as Chuck's going for a hill hook on me here and he has it tight, okay, is I want to roll with and I want to flow with the pressure. I don't want to resist because that's where it's going to break. So I'm going to twist my body this way. Okay, roll through. Okay, I'm going to roll through and then kick out. Okay, so as I roll through, I put this foot on his butt and I kick out. Okay, you still need to be careful if you guys are wearing shoes, whatever, they can catch it more.
Make sure you're pointing your toe too when you're trying to kick out.
Make sure you're pointing your toe when you're kicking out. It's gonna, when he points the toe, it doesn't allow him to hook the hill as easily. When he's here, they can hook it a lot easier. When it's here, it slips out. Okay? Let me show you a counter that I've been using a lot that I think it's my favorite counter. I think it's even a little bit more effective. I think it's even easier. Okay? So as he's going for the hill hook, here, okay, I'm going to crawl on my hands and feet this way. As I'm twisting my body, okay, I kick out. Okay, let me show you from a different angle. Again, I can't stress how important it is that you really practice this move in the room before you go out there and do it. This twisting, and all this twisting it can really torque your knee if you're not experienced. Okay, and I'm going to show you some drills after this that are going to help you guys making this stuff second nature. Okay, so again, he's falling back for the hill hook. Okay, so I'm crawling on my hands towards his head, creating pressure, and now I start my roll. Okay, as I roll, I should be able to twist out of there, hand fight from this position, come up, or from this position, kick out. Okay, those are some good basic ways to get out of a hill hook. Now I'm going to show you guys some drills to make this stuff a lot easier. This drill I'm going to show you is something that I've used, and it makes leg locks when you're out there in a match. It makes you react. It makes them second nature. It's something that you guys as instructors or students or whatever can practice with your partner. Okay. So the first thing Chuck's going to do is he's going to get me in a leg lock. Okay, go ahead, give me a leg lock, Chuck. Regular straight leg lock. Yeah. Okay. Now, as he gets me in a leg lock, now Chuck's goal right now is just to hold the position on me, keep me in a good position. Okay, my goal is just to counter and try to fight out of this. But Chuck isn't trying to submit me. He's not going to put any pressure on me, and that's the key. Okay, he's just going to try to hold his position every time I try to counter it and break out of his out of these obstacles, his legs. He's going to reset and get back into another leg lock. Okay, so it's helping me by countering his leg, and it's helping him by resetting and staying in the leg lock. So we go from here, go. Okay, we're spinning, rolling. Okay, say I clear his obstacles, I start to come up. Okay, he readjusts. He whips back over. Okay, I might spin, throw him to the outside. Use all the techniques and stuff that I've been using. Okay. So it's actually like we're almost going about 75% live here. It's almost simulated sparring, and it's making both of us get very used to being in a leg lock situation. This other drill I'm going to teach you teaches positioning. It teaches you how to dive for a leg. It's boring and as tedious as drills might seem. I think they're very effective in making leg locks second nature. I think that everybody should incorporate these drills if you want to learn leg locks into your practice schedule every day. Okay. So this drill I start, okay, with Chuck standing over me, okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to rock to this leg, I'm going to rock to his other leg, and now I'm going to dive and pop my hips up as I circle my knee over. Then I rock back down, this side, I dive, I really emphasize popping up on my shoulder, okay, from this position, okay? So we could do this about a minute each guy. Okay, that's a real good drill to utilize diving under, attacking a person from a leg lock position if they're standing over you. It's important to do, and it's something that I think you guys can practice on. I hope you guys learned a lot from my leg lock video series. Here's some action that we're going to show from the footage coming up of me actually doing these leg locks in real competition.
He's fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California. Jackson, please welcome Scott Adams.
In this video series that we're doing, we feel that's important to have some basic knowledge of submissions because we're going to be going over some positions that we feel are more advanced and also some submissions from various positions, okay? So we're going to be teaching you some cutting edge technique today and should be good.
First position we're going to work from is going to be from, you get behind someone, you're here, again. Now here he's fighting your hands maybe, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock up 2-on-1. One's pulling down on his wrist, one's pulling back here, pulling his arm tight here. So I'm pulling this way. I'm here, I keep my head in tight. I don't want to get out here. I don't want his head accidentally bopping me in the nose. I don't want his elbow coming back and smacking me in the head either. So I'm going to be here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both my feet right here, and I'm going to turn them to the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump here. I'm coming to here. Now, right back up here. From here, now if you belly to his base here, we'll come here. I'll work for my legs in, work for some other positions, move out to chokes. If he bellies out, if he tries to come another way, get back in his guard. Just gonna here, get side control. Okay, let's try that again. From here, I'm do a hand fight. I'm getting one wrist here this way, and I'm pulling back this way. I'm pulling them tight. Now I'm gonna put my feet here, just gonna come this way. If guys aren't here, it makes it hard on him to roll into me because I've got him tight here. So I can pull. Careful with this elbow coming up. I got control here. Okay. That's a position from taking him from here, 2-on-1, taking him down to the ground. Okay, this time I'm going to go over something, getting the leg in from a 2-on-1 position. I'm getting his arm here, I'm still pulling this tight. He's staying real tight. I want to get him extended down. He's staying up, got pretty good base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block his knee here with my knee. I'm going to come here. I'm going to roll here. And I'm going to pull him onto my hips. As I'm going, I'm here. Okay. Now I'm going to extend here. I get both in. Now from here, I can hold him here for a little bit. Kind of extend a little bit. Don't cross your feet here. But, you know, right here, you can block with your feet here. Now, I'm going to dig. Got this one controlled. I still have this control here. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to dig. The knife part of this part right here, I'm going to dig through here. Get my choke. Once I have this, then I can switch off and choke. Come and finish. So one more time from the top. Just gonna go from here. Got this. Got this tight. I'm gonna block that knee. I'm gonna pull them onto my hip. This foot comes right over here. You can't turn into me because I still have this hand right here. Then when I get this leg out, that lock. Now I'm gonna dig this through. That's one way to get your legs in from a 2-on-1. This time I'm going to show you another position from this position. I'm going to show you another move. It's a version of the spiral ride. I'm here and I'll sink this to here. Deeper the better. Okay? I'm lifting up on this elbow on this arm when I go. This hand is inside here, pushing out that way. The reason it's spiral is I'm twisting my body this way and I'm pushing that way. Okay, so back over here. I'm gonna come here. As soon as I get his leg up, I'm gonna shoot across on the angle on his body and put my leg in. I'm coming this way, and I should be really tight here. Now from here, he's in a real vulnerable position for strikes, or I can dig that arm under again and really extend it. So one more time. Once I'm back here, I'm gonna sink this here. This sinks here. and I'm turning in motion like this. Pulling this way, and I'm running. As soon as I get a space over there, I'm gonna shoot across. Here. I'm like standing there, and now I'm here. The hips in, reach under, and choke. That's a version of the spiral ride to a choke with both legs in. Next thing we'll go over a little bit is leg riding. And a lot of the guys, when they first start doing submission, they're so excited to get their legs in. They're jumping up, they're way up here, and they're riding way up high. They gotta stay. You wanna stay until you get a guy broken down. You wanna stay under here. Now I'm broken down. Now I come out. I can sit here, hip in, and he's not very comfortable right now. So what we're talking about is when you're going, you're here, you get both legs in. When you're on top, pop these out. Now I can work all my stuff, my submission stuff, my strikes, whatever I want to do. Now also same if you're coming across. You're coming here, across. Your body's going on an angle over this way. I'm trying to lift here. But if I want to get here, I can cross, get to here. Chokes here. From here, I can be up in here, but I'm staying under. I got this hand under. I might be cranking on his head here. Doing different things here to break him down, but I'm still under. If I get over here, I start getting too high. He can shake me off. And do a lot of other things. We're going to show you in a little bit. Okay, so when you're leg riding, try to stay, when you're in here, and you're getting your legs in, keep your hips in here, and try, if I get here, get off, I'm still locked in. Keep under. Try to get control of something. You're putting your legs in.
We're going to go over now preventative measures to leg riding. Okay, these are things that you can do to prevent somebody from putting the legs in. You don't want to hang out in the position that I'm in a no-holds-barred or striking match, but a lot of times you'll be in the position for a few seconds, be able to make a couple quick counters, and then roll to your guard. The first position, okay, when I'm on all fours and he's trying to throw a leg in, okay, from here, all I got to do is block, bring my elbow down, okay, try to throw on the other side, block. Okay, if he starts to put the leg in, right here all I have to do is mule kick. Mule kick and bring it back. Mule kick and bring it back. So that mule kick is like this. Okay, I'm bringing it, kick, back in. Kick, back in. Okay, so in this position in a no holds barred or mixed martial art situation, I can elbow here. Okay, I don't want to hang out here because he has the ability to have some devastating elbows. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is bring my knee forward, okay, sit to this hip, and roll to my guard. Once again. Okay, so right, he's behind me, striking, preventing him from getting his legs in, my leg forward, turn into him. Now I'm back in my position. Those are a couple good counters that you can do to prevent somebody from leg riding. If they get the legs in, okay, don't panic. People are gonna be able to put the legs in on you. You want to rack correctly. Okay, so Chuck, put some legs in on me. If they get set with the legs, okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is roll to my side. Okay, duck my chin. First thing he's gonna go for is a rear naked choke. Okay, so I need to duck my chin and hand fight. Then I'm gonna grab his foot. Okay. If this is the leg that's here, I'm going to bring it to the outside, and I'm going to step over the foot. okay? And I'm gonna run my feet towards his head. This hand is gonna swim this way as I come out to here, okay? This is one of the most effective ways to get out of a leg ride. Watch again. He has the leg ride pretty cinched, pretty tight. I'm gonna back into him, roll to my side, come to the toe, put it on the outside, use my elbow to keep that foot down, okay? I'm gonna step over, run my knees to his head, keep in a ball, keep very tight. This one is gonna roll as this hand comes out the back door. So I roll this way, my hand comes up, coming to his side. Now, okay?
Now, one thing you watch back is Scott's sitting back. He's not letting me extend him. Don't let yourself get extended. He's sitting back. So I gotta fight him from here. Which makes it a lot harder. If I get him extended, if I get him way out of here, it's a lot harder for him to do anything. Okay?
So I'm staying in a ball. Okay, that's the key. Another submission that we have from that position, okay, this necessarily won't make a person tap. It's painful, okay? There's two different things. If the person crosses their feet, okay, all I have to do is bring my outside leg over, okay, get it tight, and all I have to do is pop my hips, and this is gonna, okay, you gotta be careful on this. If I pop my hips, it's gonna cause a lot of pain right here. He's tapping, okay? So I'm here, he crosses the feet. So even if his feet aren't crossed, you know, because he's smart, he knows about this technique, I can actually physically grab his foot and bring it over myself. That's tight, okay? I just have to pop my hips this way, and it's a tap. I gotta be careful if I don't want to get extended, because it can get me in a rear naked choke though, okay? Now I'm tapping. So I'm gonna stay up, watching him for the tomahawk, okay? Stay up, because he's gonna try to come across and tomahawk me. Another submission that we have in this position is to keep my head forward. If I grab the outside of the toe, take my elbow, put it right in his shin bone, right here. Boom. He'll tap right there. Okay? If he doesn't tap because he's taking the pain, we could tear some ligaments in the ankle, or he's gonna, you know, fall off the leg ride, and I could turn into him. Okay, those are some good, very effective counters that you guys could utilize to get out of a leg ride.
Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna show, he's gonna mount me, and I'm gonna show one of the ways I like to get out of it. Okay. First off, I was stuck in here. If he's got his feet dug in here, he's not uptight. What I'm gonna try to do is get one foot flat, one leg flat inside his foot. I'm gonna reach over with this foot and see how my hips are turned. Reach over with this foot, I'm gonna lock it in there. I just reach over, pull, if his foot's out there, and I just get it flat, I'm just gonna pull it over here. Now from here, I'm just gonna block right here, and he won't be able to stop me. Slide my leg up. As soon as my leg gets up, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm bringing my hips over here. I'm gonna push my hips over this way, and I'm blocking with this. I went from him getting in this good half guard. Now from here, I rotate my body back, and I push back up, and I'm back in my closed guard. Okay, let's try it again. He's here, and I'm up here. Now, I need to get my foot through. That takes some work sometimes, but you can do it. Work this over here, lock it in. Now I'm just gonna block. Here, rotate my hip up and push. Pushing up, I'm here. I'm blocking that. Now I'm just gonna sneak this leg through and push away. Usually if I'm fighting in a mixed martial arts competition, I won't come all the way through and go to a closed guard. I'll just come here, come back to my open guard. Or I can even just come to here. Just this kind of an open guard. Just keep him away, keep him from striking.
Okay, this is another effective way to get out of a mount. I haven't seen it done anywhere outside of this gym. Okay, so it's something new. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is when a person has me in mount, okay, I'm gonna come out, especially in a striking situation, if the guy's gonna be striking me, the first thing I wanna do is prevent him from striking me. So I'm gonna push his body over this way, okay? It's just by this one hand is pushing his body. He can't deliver any effective shots to me, okay? I have my open hand here, okay, and first thing I'm gonna do is soften up his leg. Hit him right in that, my elbow, right in his thigh, okay? Then I'm gonna use my elbow, push it down. Then switch to my hand, push it down, okay? From this position, I could do two things, okay? Some people that like to go back into the guard, okay? Can turn back into him, push the other leg, look, come back into the guard. Okay. If you don't like to be in the guard or be on the bottom, this is a great time, okay? Once you get him pushing here, you're pushing the leg down, okay? You'll be able to push him off. Here's the same technique from a different angle. Okay, the person has his hand on your chest, grab the wrist here, come over to grab your own wrist, which creates a reverse arm lock. Okay? Most important part of this move is the swivel in your hips and popping up on your shoulders. So I'm swiveling here, as I'm taking him this way, he resists. I swivel, lock his head in there, okay? As I extend, I pop the hips. It's an effective arm bar, not a lot of people know about it. This arm bar I'm going to show is off a key lock, and it's a transitional arm bar where if he rolls a certain way, you can catch a lot of guys with it. Okay, from a key lock, we're coming here. We have a tight key lock on, but a lot of guys know about the key lock. They're going to do a summer roll. If you don't get it right. Okay, you're going to roll as he starts to pop back up. I keep the key lock here. I'm going to work my arm, work my leg back into it. Coming right to here. Squeezing my legs together. It's tight. Okay, once again from a different angle. Okay, so you have the key lock here. As it starts to do a forward roll, okay, starts to hyperextend back up. I'm going to bring my foot across, come into here. Okay, it's a good technique to do in a scramble off the key lock. This arm bar I'm going to show is effective, especially when you're trying to get a rear naked choke on somebody. Okay, so you have a leg in, you're trying to get a rear naked choke, but he's countering you really good, but he's keeping his chin down. He knows you're going to go for a rear naked choke, so I'm going to transition off into an underhook right here. Okay, once I hit the underhook, I'm going to fall to my side, okay, and push his head. As I'm pushing my head, my outside leg is going to pop up. Now, if he starts to hold here, come to the key lock, okay, squeeze my knees together tight, right to an arm. Okay, once again. From a leg ride, coming here, coming to the underhook. As I fall back, I'm pushing right to here. It's very simple, yet effective when you have a guy that knows about the rear naked choke. You're having a hard time. Switch off, go back and forth. Rear naked choke, boom, hit the arm bar.
Okay, the next thing we're going to show is something from if you're here in the closed guard. Now, I don't particularly like the closed guard for a no-holds bar or a mixed martial arts competition. But when I'm here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my guard up a little bit, get some offense going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist my body. I'm going to sit up here like I'm going to try to come back for the guillotine. If he'll let me get it, I'll take it. Most likely, he's going to be fighting. He posts his hand, I'm going to grab this hand. I'm going to drop this hand up, come back here underneath, and then I'm going to come up with it. Okay? So from here, he's sitting back, he's trying to break my guard, or he's trying to punch me from back there. I'm up here. Trying for this, close his hand, I let go, boom, come in here. Okay, so you're gonna try to come through. Okay. Now another thing that happens sometimes is coming up here and he's sitting back. Come way up here and he stays back. I'll just pop my hips over. So if this guy's trying to stay up on me or he's back and I'm coming up here, if he doesn't bring me back down, I'm gonna pop my hips over. I might still try for this, or I'm just gonna move my mount. That's just a series, so let's go through it one more time. We're here, I'm sitting up, and I'm looking for this choke. If I can get it, great. If I can't, I'll drop off. Try to get this key lock. And sometimes I'll be counting, holding on, and I'll just keep sitting here, cranking. If he's trying to pull back too hard on this, I kick over on this one too. So this is just chain, like chain wrestling. Just going from one move to the next, So here, if he stays up too high, he'll pop over. And I just keep going. Sometimes he pushed me back and I get in bed. Just I'll just lock back up, switch. Now I'm going the other way. There's a few different ways to move from your close guard to keep it offensive and get it moving. Okay, I'm gonna do a choke from the mount. Now I ride my mount pretty high. I start inching up on people and I'll catch them here. Just stop this here, stick it under and catch it. Catching here, pulling up. Now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up, I'm sinking my head, and I sink this arm all the way under. So I'm tight here. It's come to here, I'm gonna slide off, get a little more pressure. Just lift up, sit through. Okay, so one more time. Here, riding high. I get this in here, I get it tight. Stick this through, get it real tight. I'll lock this up. When we're done, I'm just gonna come through and choke. Okay, this next move we're gonna do is a neck crank. Now I'm gonna start from the side mount. I'm here, nice and tight. I'm under here, with this here. What I'm trying to do, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm going like this. Now what I'm trying to do is get him to stand out to stop me from getting this lock. All I'm gonna do is post here, block that elbow. Then I'm gonna come here, put my fist, rotate it all the way to the ground. Now from here, I'm gonna rotate my butt towards his head, and I'm gonna post his hand right here and block his hips. So what we're gonna do is go that way. Now, just remember, I'm turning in a circle. I'm rotating around his arm, and that pushes his head out. Circle that way. Okay, so one more time. It's from here. I block this, I'm going here. People will tend to push out and try to block that off. I'm just gonna block here. Here, put my fist on the ground here. And this hand's gonna come back here. And then I can sink down and rotate my body around this axis right here. Like there's a pole going right up the ceiling. I'm just gonna rotate around it. I'm not trying to push him this way. I'm not trying to push him that way. I'm just trying to rotate around this circle. It's good, that's a good neck crank.
Okay, this is the headlock position. I want to have my leg at a 90-degree angle. Okay, I'm here on the tricep and behind the head. This is a transition that we like to do. Okay, we're coming up, pushing down on the wrist. Okay, if I can catch somebody, I'm just going to go over, lock a figure four, grab the head. I'm popping my hips this way. Okay, and arching. You gotta be real careful with that. You can really hyperextend the ligaments in the elbow. Okay, if I'm trying to push this down, okay, and he's fighting back, I'm gonna bring my knee, okay, up towards his head so I can lock on it right here. I'm gonna arch back, hook his foot. Okay, I might not get it like, I might have to fight for it, fish for it, okay? Now I'm gonna bring my hands on the inside of my groin and squeeze them together. Okay, it's a real effective neck crank transition. One more time, okay? Have the headlock here, going, push it down. As I can't get it, okay, I'm gonna bring my knee high, come back and swim, okay, to here, put it on the groin, and squeeze together. It's a real effective transition. A lot of you guys have seen those two moves before, but this is a transition that we like to do.
One thing I like to do too is when I'm reaching back in the same position, when I'm reaching here, I reach back and I'll just grab onto my own knee joint right there. And then from here, I'll just squeezing my legs together. So even if I have to get weight, if he's crossing his feet or whatever, he's got my hand stuck in there, I gotta come way back here. That's all right.
Okay, the next technique I'm going to show is an advanced technique from countering the headlock. So Chuck's going to get me the headlock. Okay, everybody knows that you're supposed to frame the wrist here, hold my wrist here, make a frame. The harder he pushes, the more resistance I push back. Okay, I'm going to try to scoop my hips out, and if I can get him to push back just far enough, okay, I'm going to extend my outside leg and whip it over his head. Okay, I'm going to figure four. Okay, once I get to this position, okay, in the figure four, I'm going to take my hand and push away from him. My hand here, okay, push away from him and pop my hips. Okay, you got almost a variation off the arm bar, plus you have his neck tied up in a nice choke. Right to here, pop. Okay, let me show you a different angle. Okay, I'm going to show you the same technique from a different angle. Again, okay, making the frame on his chin. As he pushes into me to make the headlock tighter, I give him resistance. Okay, I scoop my hips this way till I can get enough space to bring my leg over, okay, and create that figure four. It's very important that when you have the figure four, you have it under your chin and almost making a T with it right here. Okay, I put my hand on his ribs and I pop right here. Okay, that's a real effective technique. It's more advanced too. Okay, the next technique I'm going to show is when somebody takes a really poor or sloppy shot. Okay, you're not going to be able to do this move when somebody has a good shot on you. Okay, so what Chuck's going to do is he's going to take a bad shot. Okay, I'm going to sprawl here. I'm going to underhook here, bring my knee close to the back of his head, step over, fall back. Boom, right to an arm bar. Okay, one more time. So I'm lowering my arms, I'm keeping my hands up to protect my face from striking. When he takes a bad shot, okay, I lower it here, step over, and I arch back as hard as I can. Boom! Squeeze my knees together, hold his hand, pop. Okay, we can also do that same technique, different angle on it. If I'm leg riding here, okay, only thing I'm going to do differently is I'm going to underhook, except I'm going to push his head away. I'm going to step over, I can come to a key lock, fall back. Okay, squeeze my knees, keep the thumb in there, pop the hips. Okay, those are some advanced arm bars from the shot and from leg riding. I'm going to show you one more time in leg riding. So over here we can do it both sides, okay? So I can do it this side or this side. I'm going to show you the other side. So I'm pushing the head, stepping over. I like to step over to a key lock because it won't slip. Okay, as I fall back, squeezing the knees, keeping the thumb. Okay, those are some good arm bars. It's good to get on the mat and drill them. Okay, a lot of times when you're doing knee bars, you get caught, they catch you, they try to prevent you from doing them. Okay, I'm going to show you some counters to those counters. Okay, so as I'm hooking over, okay, hugging the knee bar tight, stepping over. Okay, Chuck's gonna come. Most people hook here. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to a toe hold. I'm gonna come on the outside of the toe. Okay, lock into my wrist. Okay. He can feel the torque here. He can feel the pain. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna kick with his foot and straighten it out. If he doesn't, okay, we're gonna cause some damage here to his ankle. So as he straightens it out, I'm gonna switch over, come right to the straightening bar. Okay, once again. And a half guard, stepping over, okay? Coming down to the outside of his foot, to the wrist. I'm twisting it in this way. As I twist, it's causing too much pain. He's gonna have to straighten it out or else it's gonna cause damage. When he does, that's when I come right to the heel, to my wrist, pop. Okay? If when I'm in this position, okay, I'm having trouble getting the toe hold, okay, go ahead and hook again, okay? I can sit back, take my outside foot, and lock him right here. Now, as I fall back, I'm gonna pull this foot, and it's gonna, his shin is gonna dig into his other shin, right here, okay? So I'm pushing down, my foot this way, and pulling. Those are two little counters that you guys could do that are pretty effective.
Now I'm going to show you three moves I like from the open guard. First off, when I'm in this, I get to this, try to get to this position. I got this foot hooking in here, this one's hooking here, and I'm grabbing here. Now the first thing I'm looking for is him putting weight on that hand. If I can scoot in, I'm trying to sneak out here. If he doesn't try to keep me here, I'm just gonna pop out the back door and come out behind him. So he's gotta try to keep me down here, keep weight on me a little bit. If he's coming here, now I'm gonna kick. I'm gonna catch here. Okay? I'm gonna flip her this leg up. Lift up. So I'm here. Turn a little bit. Okay, I'm here. If he's posting way out there, I'm gonna come here. Now I'm gonna try to, if I have to, I can do it right there. I'm gonna try to suck this all the way in here. The further I get it in, I get it across my body here. Makes it real easy to kick up, pop them over. Okay. Now the next thing I do, I'm here. I'm trying for this, and he keeps pulling it back, pulling away from me. All I'm gonna do is, I keep going here. Now he's pulling back, he's rocking back. I'm gonna rock up and come to here. Straight to a body lock. So I'm sitting here fighting. I'm trying to grab that, he's not giving it to me. Pulling it away, gets his balance up over there. I just come here, boom. Just go to body lock. Okay? Now the third one, it's a little more complicated. The guy's getting good pressure, but he's not giving me his hand. I'm here, I'm scooting. Turn it a little bit, Scott. The other way, so I can see it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dive through. Now, what makes this is I'm not gonna come here and try to just muscle him over. I'm coming under and rolling him through by pulling him up onto my legs. Come over here again. Over here. When I come under, I'm coming in a circle over here, spinning, and I'm pulling him with this foot. Let me show you. Pulling him with this foot, I'm pulling him on top. So I'm gonna come here, come here. There are a lot of times when I do this, you also get guys, come over here. You get guys that'll, once I start coming through, they're gonna sprawl. They get up, I just keep coming, and end up here. Start basing out. set here. Now, I got through. Now just keep pushing through. And I'm here. That's a series I really like. And if you work with it and play with it, you can learn when to do which move. Start feeling when it's there.
Thanks for watching our technique session, going over advanced submissions and positions. These techniques take a lot of practice. They're not something you're going to be able to learn overnight. So take your time, get on the mat and train hard. We're going to show you some live action of some of our fight footage now, so enjoy.
And the winner at 33 seconds into the match, and advancing is Scott Adams.
is our Valley Tudo tape. We'll be showing striking from various positions and some defensives. Okay, the first thing we're going to start with is knees. We're going to go from knees from a tie-up first. Getting in here, I'm going to lock behind his head, pulling, controlling him with my elbows in, squeezing his head here. I'm holding tight. This way I can move him around. I use my elbow, move him around. I can control his head, move him with his head. Now what I'm going to do here is when I'm moving him, I'm going to move him. Watch this real quick. I'm going to move him. This foot hit. I'm going to shoot it up. So I'm going to come here. And I'm kicking, I'm kneeing into him. Not just coming up this way, unless I'm coming through his head. But coming here and in. Go back the other way. And in. Controlling his head. Next thing I'm going to show is just something to do if I'm here, I'm tying up and he starts trying to block. He's blocking with his hands, he's reaching down, blocking. He's keeping his hands blocking my knee. So when I come up here and he's blocking like that, I'm just going to come down. Come here, come with my elbows. And if I want to go right back to my knees, I can't. Keep his hands down. If he's bringing his hands down to block, remember, you can switch off to your elbows. Don't get stuck in where you just have to knee, so you're just kneeing him in his arm. Here, step, throw an elbow. This next one I'm going to do is, when they got you, you can still defend yourself in here. I usually come across. I'll come across and I'm lifting his elbow with my elbow. So I'm here. Now when he goes to throw his knee, I'm going to move. I'm throwing him off balance. When he throws his other knee, I'm just going to move. I move him, and that takes away the power of his knee. He might be able to have, but he's not going to have a lot of power on it because we're moving it. Okay? He'll keep going, he'll throw a knee, boom, I move. I can also, if I have to, I can block with my elbows. Here. I just keep my elbows down. Keep in here, keep in control. I lift up, he brings that knee up, boom, I'll block it a little bit. Another thing, from this position here, if I don't like being in here, I'm here, we're moving around a little bit, moving around. What I'll do is I'm going to lift this elbow and turn my body and throw it by. So I'm here, I'll come here and we're moving around and throw it by. Now, if he's trying to hold on real hard, what happens is he does end up over here. Now, I'll either come here, come across, or if his hands are down, I might even come up and wrap it up his head. The next one we're going to do is something a little bit similar. He's shooting. I'm going to block with both hands. Here, elbows in. I'm just going to grab his head. Now from here, I'm just going to come with my knee. Come here. Oh, here. Now, if I'm here and he starts coming up, boom. Then I'm here and I'm still back in that position. But hopefully he'll still be down. I'll just knee him. Another thing I'm going to show, just real simple, off of pummeling. When someone's pummeling, a lot of times people forget that you can still strike. They either wrestle or they strike. They don't combine the two. So, doing here, I'm pummeling this guy, trying to keep him out. I'm here. I spread it a little bit. Bam. Come back. So I kind of push him with this. Get a little space. Bam. Come through. Okay, from here, if I get in and I want a knee strike. Now, one thing I want to do, if I can, I want to lock up here. I'm in tight. Now I can swing him around with this. Boom. And then I'm going to wind my hips. And I'm going here. Okay. Swing him around. And then I'll come here. Okay. Moving around. Just working the knees. Here. Move around. A lot of times I can get guys, when I'm doing this, to really turn their hip. You're going to turn their hip. Step through. So, from here, just remember, I want to elevate here. Locking up here, I got him up tight. I'm going to throw my knees. I can throw him to his leg too. come in here. Boom. If I get him to turn, start turning, I can take him down. Okay, the next thing we're going to go over is kicking in a mixed martial arts arena. Here, I don't want to kick too often with the round kick when the guy is coming towards me. Here, you know, unless I'm coming real low, taking out his leg, stopping his forward movement. I don't want to throw a big kick while he's moving towards me. I throw a big kick, he's going to catch it, and then he's going to step in and take me down. It's going to be real hard to defend. So what I do is I'm going to set it up, throw a jab, back. I can take his leg, step this way a little bit. I can step, get him moving back anyway. Boom, if he's circling, moving away from me, boom, I can kick him. Okay. Now, another thing I like to do is come in here. You make it look, I come here a couple times. Boom. Make it look like, if you can hurt someone's leg and make it look like you're kicking down there again, you're gonna make it look like you're coming down. Come up and down. Like what I like to call whip kick. Just come in here, and up and down. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna go over is striking in the guard. I'm in his guard, I'm on top, I'm here. Usually I'm gonna be trying to stay in have a good posture, stay in good position here, and I'm gonna try to strike. Now, he's gonna be trying to stop me, but we should work on different things. I'm gonna come here, elbow the inside of the thigh. I like elbowing here. A lot of times I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna shoot my hand, through. So I'll come here, here. What I'm trying to do, I'm a striker. I'm pretty much just trying to get him to let go of his guard. As soon as he lets go of it, I want to get back up here anyway. But you can't just stay. I'll stay down here and strike. When he opens his guard, pass it and go to some other positions that are more conducive to striking. Okay, next thing we'll do is some elbows from the guard. Now, one thing a lot of times guys will bury their head down here. Just gonna push on his head, try to get down as far as. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna elbow, just wham. Come in here, wham. Come this. I can also come down this way. Okay. So what we're doing, remember, is I'm just pushing his head down. Boom. I was gonna. Boom. Next thing we're gonna do is some striking from side control here. From here, lock it in, lock my body. I might come up here, try to get his elbow, he's gonna have to block that. He's gotta grab it up. Then I'm gonna come back to his body and start doing elbows here. So that lets me get away with that. A lot of times I'll try to grab. Might even go for the key lock. Submission. So if I got a hold of this, here. Start drilling this. Careful with this knee. Here. Next thing we do is we go over some stuff from mount. Now, one of the things we do a lot is use the striking to set up our submissions. If I get pushed up here, I'm striking, boom. If I can, I'll catch the key lock, lock off, do my key lock. I'm here, I'm striking, boom, boom. If I can, I might lock his arm down, pop through. If you looked at our other tapes, we showed some submissions from this position. What I'm doing, all I'm doing is trying to strike from here, trying to make sure I keep my balance here, and trying to set up my submissions from striking. Another one from the mount that I like to do, the guy's holding on, he's grabbing on, trying to keep me from doing so. So what I'm gonna do, I try to get my hand through here, and I'm gonna push. If I can get his face down, then all I'm gonna do is drop my elbow. Got his face down, boom, drop my elbow. So he's up here. I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna push on his chin. Try to get his chin down. Get here and drop. Now Scott's gonna show some ways to defend from the bottom when you're in a bad position like this.
Okay, the main thing to do when you're in a mount position, okay, to defend against it, get strikes, okay, is lock around the back, okay? The best hand position lock is this one. Okay, this is the strongest, but this has the most endurance because it's dealing with skeletal muscles like a rock climber, okay? When you're in this position, you need the endurance, okay? Because you're gonna be here for a long time. He's gonna be making you carry his weight, okay? So I'm locking this way around his back, okay? I'm relaxed down here, okay? When he goes to strike me, my head is coming closer to the strike, okay? To take the space away so he can't generate as much power, okay? So as Chuck goes to strike, I'm bringing my head closer to the strike and ducking my chin, okay? If he goes to strike with this side, I pop this side, okay? Both sides. Now if he's bringing elbows straight down, I actually come up the middle, okay, with my head and bring it closer to the elbow. Okay, from this position, I can also strike. I got my elbow, okay? I can let go, boom. I got elbows down there. Now it just takes a couple of those really hard to really soften them up, okay? All I have to do from this position, okay, is I can come out the back door, push, turn in, okay? Or I can hook his foot, okay, as I'm hitting. Hook his foot here, okay, pop up. Come into the guard and striking. A good position to be in, to have defense, okay, in a Valentino situation, no holds barred, when you're on the ground, is a half guard with the knee in the chest. I can control Chuck's range so well with my legs. My leg is more powerful than his upper torso. Okay, so as Chuck comes down to try to strike, I hand control, I hand fight, and I push him back with my knee. Okay, this is creating space. So as he comes down to punch, I can create enough space to where he can't punch. Okay? I can also go for my leg locks here. As he's striking, I'm bearing my chin, coming here, locking. Get in this position. Just to be aware that I can only be in this position if Chuck wants to be here. Okay, this guy wants to be on the ground. If Chuck wants to back away at any time, it's going to be easy for him to back away and get up and stand up. Okay, so this position is good for guys that are ground and pound type of guys. A lot of wrestlers, guys that are coming down on you. They want to be down. Okay. Another thing I could do is hand position, scoot to an open guard. Okay, depending on the rules of the organization you're fighting for, we have kicks from this position. Okay, I can also pull him closer because I'm controlling him. As I pull, I can hit and I can strike. This is a good position to be in for guys that like to ground and pound. Okay, this is a drill that Chuck and I do to prepare for our mixed martial art matches. What we do is we're practicing striking, we're sparring our striking in no holds barred. It's something that is hard to spar in, so you need to take it at a level, okay, where you're not going to get injured. Okay, me and Chuck will hit close fists to the body, okay, at about 75% of our power. To the face, we can go open hands, or we can do close fists depending on where it is in the face. Okay, we don't want to hit towards the eye, above the eye, because it's real sensitive. We don't want to cut somebody. Okay, especially when you're just training. Okay, this is working on our timing, working on our striking, in a ground in a Valley Tudo situation. Okay, me and Chuck are going to demonstrate. Okay, ready? Go.
Okay, let's start from another position. We'll also start from disadvantaged positions. Scott, I'll start here, and we'll go work. Working different stuff.
Another drill that you could do in a mixed martial art Valley Tudo situation to help spar it is one of the guys will wear focus pads. Okay, so I'll be wearing the focus pads and Chuck will be striking. Now I'm alternating, I'm keeping focus pads towards my head. Okay, so he's getting the timing down, what it's like to strike in a guard. Okay. Okay, he can also alternate, okay? I can alternate and bring it towards my body. So I'm here. Okay, let me show you another angle. Chuck's using elbows, hands.
Next thing we're gonna show is with Scott shooting in. Another position I like it. It's either I can get it off a shot, or I'll show you one other way to get to it. But it's from here. Here, I'm blocking here. I'm here. Either if I like, I'll just hold on this way. You know, I'll easy come this way. Well, I'm just gonna start dropping my knee here. Come all the way to here. Try to pull them this way. Lock my hands. It's like a cradle. Here, it's got a cradle. And I'm just dropping knees. Dropping knees to his head. Now, another way to get to that position, we also show this in our other thing, is off the tie. Here's this guy's pushing in on me, he's got his head down. I'm gonna snap his head. Pull him down on the head, slapping it down. Right here. Now, I'm locking here, turning, here. Oh, knees. Just coming right there. Don't have to take him down. Just coming here. Oh. Knee into his head. Got his mark. I got his arm off. Oh. Knees. Some more on kicking. When someone's kicking at you, you got here, you can leg check, you'll blocking legs so you're not taking that flow to the thigh. You can also block here, blocking with your knee. Oh. It hurts a lot to kick a leg. Guy blocks with his knee, and you're not going to kick a whole lot after that. But one thing I like to do, try to do when people are kicking, when I block a kick, I don't let him do that for free. You know, he's going to throw a kick, I'm going to attack him. And even if I miss that block, if he does get that good lands that good leg kick, I don't just let him back off and take that for free either. If he lands that good leg kick, I'm going to try to land something off of it. Okay? I want to keep countering whatever he does. If he's if he kicks, boom, I'm here attacking him. Okay? That doesn't allow him to set up his game. You let him just sit there and kick unanswered, you can have a very sore leg. Okay, another thing I use when I'm doing kickboxing, or I'm doing the mixed martial arts and I'm trying to fight. A lot of times what I'll do is I try to get off to the side and I will push someone's arm. I just push them this way, get their balance going that way, so I come back across their leg. Or we're in here, and I'm just going to push off so I can come back. I'll come this way, throw a hook, maybe right in this area, just so I can get them their balance shifted, so they're not able to react very well. Because he's right here, he can pick his leg up and block if he wants. You know, he can do a lot of things, grab it. But here, if I get him off balance, he's not ready to react. Okay. Stepping off, getting him moving when I'm kicking. Next thing we're going to do is some focus pad training. You're not going to be able to strike without working, with someone. This is Albert Malatanban. He holds mitts for me when I'm getting ready for fights, and he's going to kind of go over our mitt drill with you.
The mitt combinations that I have are different positionings of the mitt. Each positioning of the mitt means a certain combination or different types of combinations. The first one on the cover is the double jab. What I'll do is I'll get the focus mitt and I'll put it directly next to my face, which means double jab. Again. What this does, it helps him close the gap between him and opponent. It helps his timing and helps his distance also. Again. The next one is jab cross or basic 1-2. What I'll do is I'll hold the focus mitts in front of my face and he'll hit me with the left jab and the right cross. Again. The next position of the mitt is I'll have my left mitt facing to the right, my right mitt facing towards my opponent. What he's going to do is he's going to strike jab cross, left hook, right cross. Finish with a strong right hand. Again. The next combination is to use a double jab and a right uppercut combination. We're also going to add 2 more punches, a left hook and also a right cross. So we'll start with the double jab, dip and do the right uppercut, a left hook, and a right cross. This helps you learn to punch in combinations instead of throwing just one punch at a time. Now the next one's what I call my long one. It's going to add various punches, almost every punch that you normally throw. It's going to start, of course, with a jab cross, left uppercut, right hand, left hook, finish with a strong right hand. Again, I have my right mitt facing my partner, my left mitt facing down for an uppercut. You can also use the mitts to throw body punches. Normally you throw a body punch, Chuck likes throwing hard, strong body punches to the kidneys. The way we do that is I'll focus, put my back, my left hand where my kidneys are at. What he'll do is he'll dip straight down and throw a right hook to the body, finish with a left hook to the body, and right hook to the head. Again. Notice how Chuck dips down. He uses my elbow as a gauge to get underneath his supposed opponent's hands. So he wants to dip underneath it. He uses it as a gauge to get underneath. Those are used for body punches. One more time. Okay, now we can also use hands and feet when we do this combination. The same type of combinations we'll use with feet. Now, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to show him the double jab. He'll throw the double jab. He'll throw a right round kick to my thigh. Of course, when you hold these mitts, depending on how much pain you can take, you really want to try to leg take or focus, shin pad yourself. Again. Now this jab cross, the 1-2, he'll throw a skip kick. He's trying to strike the inside part of my thigh. The next one, of course, again, is the jab cross, left hook, right cross combination, which he's going to finish with a strong right hand. Now, when throwing this combination at your actual opponent, that second right hand is not going to be as intense as the first right hand. It's going to be what we call a weak right hand. So again, it's just a lead into that right round kick. It's to keep your opponent's face, his eyeballs on that, and he'll watch that instead of the leg. Hit him with the right round kick. More time. Now, we also kick to the head from time to time. Not always taking legs up. From time to time, you can open up your opponent by using these hand combinations. For example, we'll use the double jab, the right uppercut, left hook, right hand, and there he'll throw a skip kick up to my head. That should land about somewhere around here. Again. Good speed. You can also modify these. You can also modify these by adding a knee. What he'll do after he throws a skip kick, he'll come back in with his left knee, holding the knee in off that same combination. Again. You can also lead with the kicks. You can also lead kicks and end with the hands, which is also good. A lot of people have a lot of problem of just throwing a kick and not counting back with anything else. But again, like Chuck talked about before, you give your opponent time to counter. What he's going to do is he's going to throw a right round kick, with a left hook and a right hand. This is to ensure that not only does the kick take effect, but as he tries to counter, he already has his counter to a counter. Again. Also use a skip kick for the same thing. Yeah. One more time. We can also use the focus mitts to practice counters, okay? In other words, I'm going to take a swing with him. He has the option either to weave out of the way or block, but he prefers to block. He's going to counter left hook, right hand. This is going to get you in the habit of as soon as you get hit, you're going to hit right back. Again. Same thing goes the other way. If I hit him here, he's going to come back, right hand, left hook, right hand. Okay? You can also do this off the leg check. Leg checks are very important, so you don't have to take a lot of pain in the leg. It's going to count it the same way. And with this leg, the same way. Okay, another tool that we use, that Chuck and I like to use to help his hands and feet, mostly his feet, is the Muay Thai pads. The Muay Thai pads are very important because it helps him move around and helps him gauge his distance and timing while we're kicking. We normally don't stand in one spot when we do this drill. We normally are moving around just as he would move in the ring. Now he gets to gauge what he has to do to get that kick in. Different positioning of the mitt. First of all, you want to make sure you hold them firmly in your hands. To take a body shot right up against your body. Breathe out also. To hit for the right leg, just turn your body to the left. Also for leg kicks, what you want to do is hold it down up against your thigh, nice and relaxed. Also here. Typical drill would go like this. We can also practice counters off this drill. What I'll do is I'll use the focus mitts just like I would use gloves. The first one we're going to use is just a basic parry, and then he's going to skip kick to the inside of the thigh. Here. There's also a double parry. Okay? Parry, parry, and the right long kick to the leg. Again. Parry, parry. There's also parry, parry, right hand, skip kick into the body. Again, parry, parry, right hand.
Okay, the next thing we'll work on is some stuff when you get your back up against the cage. Now, people have a tendency to grab the cage. You hear, I mean, even when it's not legal, some places it is, some places not, they have a tendency to grab the cage. Now, if he's this loose anyway, I'm just going to come, but he's pulling tight, he's trying to hold me. One thing I like to do is just shift my weight to one side a little bit. What that does is he's got this thing tight usually behind me, but then if I can shift my weight to the side, he's still holding on the cage here. So I can just swim my hand through, and now I can come under. Now, I've got both under. I can start working this way, his fingers won't be able to hold on to my shoulder when he gets under his own. So what I'm doing is, like, even if he has both under, now he's holding on here, I'm just trying to move his weight, move him a little bit, and then I'm gonna dig under. Then he's still holding on. I can create that space. All I'm doing is creating space by, instead of just sitting here letting him, push on me and holding on to the cage, I'm just getting that space. If I have that space to dig, I can use the cage to push off on my back and dig under.
Another position that you're in that I find effective for making this opponent carry your weight is when you're up against the cage, okay? He's pushing on you, he's driving you against the cage, you got a ground and pounder, and you wanna make him use his weight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the cage and work my body up. He has to hold me down. And that's taking a lot of his energy up, okay? Once I get to a position here, okay, I'm gonna use the cage, I'm gonna back up into the cage, make the cage carry a lot of my weight, and also your opponent. Okay, so he's gonna be using a lot of energy. From this position, I have elbows right down, right on his head. So he's gonna have to do something. He's gonna have to let go, or he's gonna actually try real hard to take me down. Okay, from this position, I'm in, circle him out. Okay, one more time. So with Chuck standing back, let me just show you. Okay, so I'm against the cage. I'm using my shoulders, okay, and working my way up. He's holding me down. Okay, Chuck, come up and get down. So I'm against the cage. I'm keeping his head down. Okay. Okay. Once I get to this position, okay, strike or pummel in, switch away. It's a real good technique. It's a real good strategy. I've seen it done in a lot of fights, and it's good to use.
Basically, we'll work on just a little more theory on when you're kneeing. You got to get against the cage, pushing in, however you're doing, and he's throwing knees in here. Now, if he's blocking pretty good, you have a hard time getting, he's blocking pretty good. Well, I can come to his legs too. Don't forget to come here, come up in here. If I can get him to drop his hands down again. Now he's dropping those hands. Don't forget, we talked about it earlier. Boom, elbow, switch off. You're here, boom, you're here, bam. I'm gonna elbow, here, knee. I'm here, pushing him off. Elbow. Or, you see this? Pushing here. Boom, elbow. Just kind of getting his motion moving one way. I'm kneeing his leg, whatever. Pushing off here, boom, boom, elbow.
Another thing we like to do when you have your opponent against the cage in a mixed martial art or Vale Tudo match, he's going to be using the cage, so all of his weight is against the cage, and you can't drive through because the cage is stopping him. Okay, so there's no more driving to be done. His legs are right there, so all we're going to do is we're going to drop down, come right to his knees, okay? And we're going to pull him and sweep him out, okay? Right to the ground. Okay, so we're here, we're pushing up against the cage, we drop down, pull him right down. Okay, once again. He's against the cage, he has nowhere to go. Okay, so all we're gonna do is lower our level, grab around the legs, and we're actually pulling back. Okay, we're not driving through like most double legs. Coming down here, okay, pulling, okay. You go right into a leg lock, right into a knee bar, right into some striking. It's putting him in a more vulnerable position right here. It's a real good move to work on.
Another position commonly seen in mixed martial arts competition is when you're on top, using the cage to, you gotta move your opponent, slide him into the cage. And so, using the cage to take away his mobility. You got the cage, he has a lot harder time maneuvering, working for his submissions and stuff. A lot harder time squirming away. So when I'm trying to, come up a lot of times, and I'm trying to strike here, he has a hard time getting his body away. He can't just scoot away or post his hips up like he could out in the open area. So what you're gonna do is you want to push him up against the cage. And I usually like to try to get my hips in. So he's gonna be trying to push out the cage, get more space, get turned. And you just keep him in here. You keep striking. So just use the cage to take away his mobility. Now I'm going to show you some neutral grounds footage and pancration footage that I have using the techniques that we've shown in this video.
Got control, Scott. Let's go, baby. There you go, Scotty. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Come on, baby. You got him. Be smart, Scotty. There you go. Come on, Chucky! Yeah, baby! Nice and slow, Chaz. Let's go, baby. Choke him, Chuck. Choke him. There you go, baby. Arch in those hips. Come on. Hey, keep your composure. Come on, Chaz. Yeah, there you go, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, take it to him, Chuck. Come on, baby. Yeah. Attaway. Yeah, knock him out. Come on. Finish him. Keep it up, Chucky. Come on, baby. Come on, Chad! Choke him, baby. Choke him.